Hey guys, welcome to Not So Random Chat, the nighttime live stream where we talk about whatever we want to. So, settle in and grab your libation. It could be your wine or tea or coffee or whatever you want to drink. And let's just sit back and chill. I'll be with you in a moment. Are you guys ready? Okay, well, so am I. So let's get into it. Here I come. Hola! From the west side, from the west side, from the west side, from the west side. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. I know that my notification that I'm live is just now going out. Let me just do some little house cleaning. Hey, James. Hey, House of Entertainment. X Entertainment. House of X. How y'all doing tonight? Let me just put this out, y'all, on my community tab. All right, I'm putting it in there, and then I'm coming, and then I'm actually camming up. All right, let me come on camera, y'all. Hey, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Let me just post this. All right. Hope y'all are doing good. Hey, Miss Pamela. Hey, Diva. So, y'all, Tasha gave her statement today. And for those of y'all who were saying that she had given up her right to appeal, lies y'all tell. That didn't even make sense. Oh, tonight my libation is some hot chocolate with marshmallows. So Tasha gave her statement, and she inferred in her statement that there were things that were not brought out in the trial, and kind of like she was forced to kind of play it a certain way. So I'm not sure what that means. I guess we'll find out in the appeal process, maybe. But when they were talking about that she had given up her right to appeal, I'm like, that don't even sound right. And that don't even sound right. Not no civil case. And then, you know, Cardi, you know, may have won the case, you guys, but let's not forget that ain't no money changing hands right now. She don't get nothing until this goes through the complete appeals process, until, Tasha has exhausted her resources, and Cardi, of course, has some other legal issues of her own that are criminal and not civil, that she about to deal with from those two dancers. But I don't know. We're gonna see. But as an FYI, all those GoFundMes that people have been seeing, that is not her. She is not putting up those GoFundMes. Don't be a fool and go give your money to any of those GoFundMes. If you're a wino and you thinking you trying to help Tasha K, don't give them people your money. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. And I know everyone is not a Tasha K fan. I know some people are happy that she lost, but you also have to think about, those of you who are content creators, bloggers, digital media. You still have to look at it from the standpoint that, however the outcome of this ends up after it's gone through the appeals process is going to have an impact on everyone who does that type of media, be it on YouTube or not on YouTube. And like I said, she was alluding that there's stuff that was not presented or that we don't know about, because it wasn't put into the case, that either it wasn't allowed into the case, which is one of the reasons why she could have an appeal. Not to mention the fact that her attorney, Lord, better representation is all I can say. I mean, did y'all hear that the judge was like that she should go back to law school? He apologized for that because it was totally out of pocket for a judge to say that. Hey, uppity. You see? Oh yeah, that the lead attorney, man, and his messy ass, y'all. Do you know that he gave Tasha K $100 super chat in her 12-minute live with his messy ass? He's such a little, like little hen in the hen house with the gossip. Dude's not married. I don't think, that any woman will put up with his arrogant behind. But him and that Dennis dude, don't listen to nothing that they were saying. But yeah, messy old lead attorney with his messy ass, y'all. He would have done, he would have done better for her than Olga. I think anybody would have done better for her than Olga. But what is wrong with this man? Okay, there we go. Told you I need a bigger ring light. What it is. But that was some horrible representation. But is Olga the person she first started with? I don't know if Olga is the person that she started this with. I didn't realize that this had been going on for 4 years. This has been going on like probably the entire time I've been, doing content on here. I've been following Tasha K for a long time. you know, I haven't looked at everyone's, overview of it, because some of them are just, it's evident that they have a disdain for Tasha, and can't really give a unbiased point of view. I think that's better. They can't give an unbiased point of view. Because me, I don't have no skin in this, but I'm looking at it from the standpoint of whatever happens in this case is going to impact others who are doing that same type of entertainment news. Hey, Miss Couture, hey, Miss Mahogany. Others that are doing the same type of entertainment news. Okay, yeah, we all agree that it was wrong for Tasha to just go on with that, that story about the cold sores in the intimate place. Okay. But that's not, this is the only thing she's done. Okay. And y'all have to look at it from this perspective. Regardless of what's going on right now, we're not going to really see the real outcome of this, or the true fallout, if any of in a monetary way, for years, because unlike us, Tasha can afford to continue to fight this. Tasha can afford to, Now she did say in her 12-minute speech, because that's what it was, in her 12-minute speech, that she has taken down all of the videos that pertain to Cardi B. So if you didn't get your downloads of those videos before, so sad, sorry, too bad, so sad, they gone. Okay, they're down. But it doesn't matter, her taking them down. She's already got her money from those videos, y'all. She's already got her money from those videos, But it's still going to impact, whatever happens with this is going to impact the rights of journalists. Say what you want to say about Tasha K, but at this point, it being at over 1 million on this platform, and then also she has, like her website, and then she's got Instagram and her other social media. She's much bigger than anybody else from Black YouTube. Okay. In the entertainment space, which, let's be real, they don't want us to be in there getting any of that money. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, and I agree with you, uppity unicorn. But what I'm saying is that this one story is not everything that's going on our channel. And then the other thing is that Tasha's YouTube channel has never been the place that we went to for serious journalism. It's entertainment. She, she has some truths in there, but it's entertainment. And because of the way that she and many of the other Black entertainment content creators on this platform deliver their content, it's impacted the way the rest of people are doing it. They've changed the way that they do it, to make it all flash and everything, regardless of what they're saying. So she has made a major footprint, but I think that at this point, going forward, you know, even though she made her, I guess, her coins, on here with this type of journalism, or unjournalism, yellow journalism, if you want to call it. I think at this point, she needs to take things to the next level, because the stuff that she was talking about in her 12-minute speech, and I'm going to keep saying that it was a 12-minute speech. It might have been 12 minutes and some seconds, but it was 12 minutes basically. The things that she was talking about in her 12-minute speech are things that she could be doing with her channel now that she's made this impact, and now that you have places like Entertainment Tonight and all of that stuff, TMZ and everything reporting from what she's saying. And she's not the only entertainment YouTuber on here who's had their stuff on major media. Our girl Couture Bay, who's in the chat, I have heard her stuff mentioned on some major entertainment media. So shouts out to Couture Bay as well. But what I'm saying is that because people are paying more attention to what you guys are reporting on this platform, this would be a chance for her to branch out into doing some more serious stuff that is going to have a positive impact on the community. Like when she was talking about, communities that have, high crime rates where people have to worry about bullets whizzing through while they're braiding their child's hair. Not where I live, but, I get what she's saying. I get what she's saying. So let's see more locations where people have. Yeah, and that's the thing. When Tasha started doing this stuff, she knew that at some point, as she got bigger, that somebody was going to come after her. She is not the first content creator to get sued by somebody not on YouTube. She's probably one of the bigger ones for this to happen to, But in journalism, there's always a chance of being sued for libel and defamation, even if none exist. And you guys know, I already explained to y'all the medical, terms about, simplex 1 and simplex 2. Okay. Nonetheless, each one of them still is the H word. Okay. So, in my opinion, if you say that you have, cold sores, then you're still saying the same thing, But the thing is that, again, people don't see them or don't think of them as being the H word, but they're the H word nonetheless. It's just simplex 1 when it's on your lips, and it's simplex 2 when it's in your private areas. Plain and simple. So technically, if in fact she's had those, then she does have it. Or, but see, those go away and, come back for some people. I've never had them personally. Okay. But, certain people just seem to be, good for getting them things. Well, from what we're hearing, Uppity, is that it didn't really say whether it was her results. In other words, her name was not on the things. It was just results. It was just some results. Personally, I think that it should have gone through the courts so that, that there wouldn't be any gray area. Exactly, Miss Mahogany. That's simply what I'm saying. But see, the thing is that when people think about the H word, they only think of that area. So with that being said, because that's where she allegedly does not have that, it was implied the way that it was reported on Tasha's, that's what she was talking about. And she was not talking about here or wherever the heck they get them. Most of the time, you see people with them, there's like on the side of their lip or something, Back in the day, when I used to puff, pass, that was the person who was not going to be part of that circle. They'd have to either have their own, or once they got it, you can have that. We be good. That's what I'm saying, Miss Mahogany. That is what I'm saying. But see, we don't know if that was brought up in court. We don't know. Because, what we do know is that Tasha had some BS legal representation up there. You know what, Uppity, I agree with you. I'm not saying the judge saw the results. Okay, someone says she had. Well, I don't know. But we do know that she herself has allegedly said that she had, cold sores, or, the little whatever, I think they called them like warts, cold sores, warts on your lips, whatever. I don't know. But, like I said, a lot of people do not get the correlation that is the H word as well. They don't get it. They don't get it. But here's the thing, Uppity. I understand what you're saying. But Tasha was not the only one who was saying things. Do you see what I'm saying? There were a lot of other people who were saying it, not just on saying things in regards to Cardi. It just seemed that, these two had a personal hard-on for each other and disdain for each other for whatever reason. And, and Cardi, I think, saw that she could get the court to sympathize with her situation. I think she poured it on real thick about her having any psychological issues or anything. I'm not buying that in her case. You and her are completely different, but Cardi B signed up for this. this is what she signed up for. This is what she wants, is, for people to be all around her and all up in her ish, as an entertainer. They know that when they sign up for that. Now, does that give somebody the right to say things that are untrue? Absolutely not. But let's not make Cardi a victim here, because we know what kind of ish she has said and stuff that she has said to Black women. Let's not forget about the Black woman whose dead deceased child she called a monkey and claimed and blamed it on the woman doing some, C-word stuff, and that's why her baby wasn't here. So should that woman now go sue Cardi B over that stuff? Because I'm sure she had some psychological real issues over some crazy woman who don't even know her getting on her Instagram account saying that stuff. That's all I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I don't buy Cardi having any psychological issues in all of this. She might have had some psychological issues, but it wasn't about this. It was probably about the fact that her husband allegedly don't know how to keep his eggplant in his pants. This was, there was other people in play in this situation. In my opinion, there were other people who were in play in this situation, and they wanted to make an example or try to make an example out of Tasha. But like I said, this is a long way from being over, because unlike that misinformation that's been spewed since Monday, that she had given up her right to the appeals process, obviously she has not, and she will be appealing this. So she may not win it. She may not win in the end, but she may also get it to the point that the no monies are going to be changing hands, because I don't think that this whole situation was about money. I don't think it was about money at all. I don't think it was about money. You see what you guys were saying? Exactly. In this situation, you had two sides of the same effing coin in the court. Okay? Because by the same token that Tasha K allegedly cyberbullied and defamed and did all of this stuff to Cardi B. Cardi was also doing some stuff, some of which took place, while Tasha K was pregnant with her child. When that Dennis character started stalking her house and she had to move. And FYI, he allegedly works for Cardi. Allegedly, he works for Cardi. But there's a lot of people who allegedly have been paid off by Cardi to not say anything about her. That's true. They both do have bad moms. Well, but here's the thing, Uppity. If she was suicidal, we don't know that. I'm sorry, but I do find that hard to believe. Just knowing you know, who she presented herself to be before she was, when she was back on Love and Hip Hop, because that was who she is. I don't. I'm not saying that she wasn't, but I don't believe that. And the thing is that the therapist, is could have been just saying what her patient wanted her to say. We can't depend that everybody was truthful in this on either side. But I do know that Cardi B was allegedly paying off a lot of people so that they wouldn't report anything negative in regards to her. Her friends admitted online that they told So friends told, so she was told, so the therapist was told to say that. Or she was told to say that, Now, the fact that she hasn't been performing for the last couple of years played in her favor for Cardi B. But I refuse to believe that her not performing for the last few years had anything to do with Tasha K. She just wasn't performing because she wasn't performing. I don't think she wanted to do the work. She wanted to find other ways to stay relevant. And this court case that's gone on for the last 4 freaking years has kept her relevant. I'm not a Cardi B fan either, because, she's shown some not so, she said a lot of nasty things to darker skinned Black women. Another one of them little Latina girls, that think that they better than us, which is a bunch of bullshit. When skin that looks like ours, everybody wants to be us. Everybody wants their skin to look like ours. Touched, kissed by the sun. She was told to say that by her friends to get sympathy. Her friends told her to say that stuff. Good thing she had a therapist on hand that was going to corroborate her little story. But see, clearly the judge didn't buy that much into it because, and this is my personal opinion, not the court of public opinion, the tales we've been told over the last 2 days about Tasha's team and the prosecution's team agreeing to lower to $25,000. No, I think that the judge moved that $250,000 down to $25,000 because they didn't think that that part of it was really that much, and I think the judge probably didn't buy, her suicidal thought story like I don't buy it. Because I'm sorry, I didn't see her out here acting suicidal at all. We didn't see anything that would reflect that she was going through this huge depression over all of this. Truly, we did not see anything like that. That's what I'm saying. And I know that when people are feeling certain ways, you may not see it. But with the drama queen that Cardi B is, if that was true, we'd have seen something. We'd have seen some kind of signs that she was into anything other than herself. Let me see. Yes, it sure didn't. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Nothing we saw over the last some odd years has shown us that she was affected in that way. That's why I don't buy it. With the stuff that you went through online, Uppity, was was the most vicious stuff I could ever see. It was horrible, And I'm sorry, this stuff with Cardi B, in my opinion, pales in comparison to what was done to you. Okay, so I don't have sympathy for Cardi being lied on, because she's done stuff to defame and lie on other people, little people. You know what I'm saying? She has a very nasty mouth. So, but I didn't think that Tasha had a chance in hell of winning in court. And from what we understand, there were points at during the last 4 years that both sides wanted to settle out of court, but it just ended up going to court. Another reason why I don't think this had anything to do with money. And ultimately, in the end, I don't think a whole bunch of money is going to actually pass from Tasha's hands to Cardi B. That's my opinion. This is going to be going on for a minute. This is just the beginning. It took all of this time for it to finally get to court, but keep in mind, 2020 happened. In the middle of that, but I think that the road of the appeal process and going through whatever they're going to go through, I think that that's probably going to take a couple of years. I do. I don't think that that's going to be anything fast. I think that's going to take a couple of years. In the meantime, Tasha's just going to go back to doing what she's doing, because she's not going to talk about it again on this platform. Because if you guys read what she said on her post on her community tab, she said that this was her first and only conversation on YouTube. Now, I think that she probably won't be having a whole lot of conversations off of YouTube while she's going through the appeals process. That's what I'm saying, Miss Mahogany. The way that Tasha was talking in her 12-minute speech, I read between the lines on some of the things that she was saying. And she implied that there were some things that were not presented that would have perhaps made the things that she was saying on the stand make more sense, so to speak. You see what you guys are saying? Oh, I know he's a little dusty from over there, girl. He's an idiot to me. I'm just like, dude, you in your 40s and you've never been married, and you're proud to say it. You're proud to say it. Don't you know that you are not the unicorn that a man who has not been married and has no children by his 40s is looked at as something's going on with him, which is, which is, I know, double standards, because a woman who has no children and is not married by her 40s, they don't look at her the same. They just wonder, was she too involved in her career, especially if she's an attractive woman. But him, I'm like, if you made it to your 40s and don't nobody want you, dude. And the way he talks, I'm thinking, I don't think I could put up with him. I think a lot of women couldn't put up with him, because he just seems to be extremely arrogant. He thinks that every woman should want his ass, and I don't think so. Yeah, uppity, but what I was saying is that I think that we didn't get everything. I think that there may have been some things that they didn't present, or they weren't allowed to present, and the way she was alluding, it sounds like that when they go through the appeals process, we're gonna see some stuff that we didn't see, that didn't come out in the original case, and it could be because she had the horrible representation, and her attorney didn't do what they were supposed to do. He said he's never been with a white girl. Yeah, he said he's only been with black women. He seems to say that that's his preference, but I just think that his attitude and stuff, I've known guys like that, and they're assholes, and nobody wants to deal with them long term. Seriously, nobody wants to deal with them long term. But I'm looking forward to seeing people do a lot of lying on YouTube. I mean, YouTube is not known as a platform. This is not, we are not known as the place you go if you're trying to get the truth. This isn't where people are going for the news. That is true. Gossip in the city is way worse. I know. That's what I'm saying. The way that Tasha was talking, it's like this was a setup. It was a setup. And if it indeed was a setup, then I wouldn't be surprised if some other YouTubers were involved in helping to portray that setup. But should Tasha have retracted, and should she have taken those damn videos down a long time ago? Absolutely. Because if she'd have took the videos down without it going to court, it would have never gone to court. But see, that was her contention. She felt like she didn't have to take them down, whether they were telling the truth or not, unless the court ordered her to. And the court still has not ordered her to take them down. She took them down in good faith, is what she said in her 12-minute speech. I agree. There's a lot, what we saw in the courtrooms was really YouTube spilling into the real world. It was YouTube spilling into the real world. Not that it hasn't in other, but basically it was, yeah. And now YouTube is the real world because now it's in the real world. You know, if people were not paying attention, see, what y'all don't understand is it didn't matter whether Tasha won or lost this case. This case, this publicity, and this spotlight is on YouTube. Now, a lot of more people are going to be paying attention to YouTube. They're going to be paying attention to those of you who are doing the entertainment news on here. You know, so if everybody else is not sensationalizing it, you know, and is telling the truth, then they'll start to get some truth. I wouldn't, you know, uppity, you know, you've gotten yourself completely out of that algorithm. You're in a whole nother space, going in a whole nother direction. And, you know, those same people over there infighting and you know, looking like, you know, freaking fools, you know. And same person, according to Black Women's Fear, is only hanging on to Sin G for the bag. You know, that's why they're, you know, doing divestment, you know, stuff when they're with the Dusty. You know, I mean, makes perfect sense, right? But explain that, you know, with your spiritual marriage. I don't understand. Why are these people on here? Why are all these people on here lying about being married? You know, with their spiritual marriages, their spiritual wives and spiritual husbands. It's nonsense. You know? And don't get me started, because, you know, I've already said enough. I was saying a whole bunch about those folks earlier today. Yeah, I was in Bomb Cherry's chat, and somehow the conversation ran over to them, and yeah, and how it's crazy that people still are listening to their nonsense. You know, especially, you know, Mr. Ignoramus himself, who thinks he knows what he's talking about. So, you know, as DOD says, the Cartoon Network. Hey. Oh, she's well, you know, Miss Mahogany, allegedly not allegedly, according to Black Women's Fear, she has a child, you know, with one of the Manosphere Dusties. You know. So, you know, but I mean, we've all heard, I mean, from, you know, from Uppity Unicorn and from other Black women that are in the Northwest, that in that area, you know, black men ain't feeling us. You know, that they are, you know, interracially, you know, dating. and marrying for the most part. So, because she flew across country allegedly for that dusty and got herself impregnated. So maybe that's why she's saying that, because her alleged child, has an alleged black father. I know, uppity. I know that, because Black Women's Fear made it perfectly clear that it's not alleged, and I have watched the replay of other people from that same circle saying the same thing. Okay, everybody's out there telling this woman's business, so she might as well just come clean. She might as well just come the F clean, because this was a choice. We all heard her say for years that if she ever got pregnant, she was not going to have an abortion, because she's a woman of her word. But if you go raw, obviously you're planning. You weren't planning to not. She wasn't planning to not get pregnant. Oh yeah, I know. I don't. And here's the thing: I'm not subscribed to Black Women's Fear. She was up on the panel in Bob Cherry's chat today, and I just had my soda and my popcorn. And then I heard a replay of one of Real Life in Cyberspaces, and she was saying the same damn thing. So that's two of the people from that little crew, and supposedly Black Women's Fear and Sinji are supposedly, close YouTube friends, because real friendships on here. Ain't no real friendships on here. How can you have a real friendship with someone you've never met? You only see them on the internet. That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. But I think that Sinji doing those two lives with Storm Monroe before he came out, let us know that he's a red pill MF. Were very strategic move for her, because it distances her, from the other situation. Now, we all in Black YouTube, okay? So be it what part of Black YouTube you're in, everybody knows about them, Try as hard as we might want to forget about them, but yeah, and she's staying true to her stuff, she's staying true to her stuff, here's my thing. I don't have a problem with, women. Be with who you want to be with, okay? Whoever the best man for the job is, the best man for you is. My preference is men that are Black like me or of color like me. Now, you know, now Black Women's Spirit was up there having that whole conversation, which I've had with you guys many times about the conflict of calling ourselves Black or African American when African American is an oxymoron. We don't even need to go into why it is. We know why it is. Okay. And nobody's really Black. Okay. That was, Black, Negro, all of that stuff was, we didn't necessarily, pick those things, if they were all pushed on us, by the quote unquote, majority, because they wanted to categorize everyone to make themselves to be on top. But in all actuality, we are melanated, and by saying we're melanated, yeah, that means that there's a lot of people that are melanated because most of us are melanated. But when you think of melanated, you think of, people who are of African descent, of Native American descent. You also would think of people from India, or Asian. They're melanated too, for the most part. Let me see. Oh, I know. They, up at the Unicorn Girl. Here's how I'm like, this month, everybody, all of these people, this person can't stand that one, whatever, but, I have just, one thing that I guess I'm in total awe of is this Ola Joe is how, someone who has the I believe intelligence that real life and cyberspace has can fall for I guess it's kind of like in awe of Homegirl. Now look, I'm not gonna say Homegirl is dumb. Okay, she knows how to finesse and she knows how to research and learn the stuff, but we all know, that she didn't go to Columbia or NYU or that she's a CPA or any of that nonsense that she said she was. Okay. That was pulling somebody else's life to make herself look better, but I don't see how all of these people who are so freaking intelligent can just fall for it, because I'm still pissed about the fake sarcoidosis situation. Like the F, my uncle, my mom's brother, died from that. And I have a cousin who has had a heart and lung transplant because he has sarcoidosis. So I know good and damn well someone with sarcoidosis cannot get a BBL. They can't do it. And then, allegedly she's Afro-Cuban. Well, I am Afro-Cuban. My father speaks fluent Spanish. And I speak fluent Spanish if I'm drunk. If I'm drunk, I can cuss you out in Spanish. What clout, uppity? What clout? What clout? Ain't no clout. I mean, looking at, I think that, in my opinion, if Sin was not hanging out so much with that crowd, she would have been bigger. She would be bigger. And I think that a lot of people, she was one of the ones who thought when the pink pill, quote unquote, left the platform, but she really hasn't left. She's still here. That they could fall into her spot. But she ain't gone nowhere, y'all. She's still here. She's just doing mainly uploads and that kind of stuff. She ain't gone nowhere. She's splitting her time between here and her own platform, but she ain't gone nowhere. So now what, y'all? I mean, find your own freaking lane. Why does somebody have to leave the platform for you to go and for people to think that they can just go and jump into that person's spot? Hey, Angel, what's up, girl? It's the middle of the night for you and Couture. Let me see what you guys are saying. Exactly. She's branched what she's doing on here off of the platform. And I personally think that is where Tasha K is right now. That this court case is going to push her to doing some things that are off of this platform. She already said in her 12-minute speech, that there are going to be other things coming from Kibi Studios. But she didn't say that they necessarily were going to be on YouTube. Let's see what you guys are saying. You have to be up in five hours. Yeah. Well, see, next Friday, y'all. Next Friday, I will be going live several times because next Friday is my birthday. So I'll be coming on during the day a couple of times that day because I'm off. I'm off work that day. I'm off the following Monday. I gave myself a 4-day weekend. And if it was safe, if I felt safe and comfortable, what I would normally do on my birthday is I would go get myself a nice full body massage. But I ain't feeling, I'm not feeling going in to Burke Williams or what's the other one? Massage Envy? None of them. Not yet. So, maybe I'll go get a pedicure. Maybe I'll go get a pedicure that day. Do a mani-pedi. Because I get my nails done this weekend. But I can get a manicure next week with a pedicure and just get my nails repolished. I could do that. Oh, I know, absolutely, I know. But what I'm saying is that CK ain't gone nowhere. She's just not doing like as much, and I don't think she's even doing as much on Clubhouse now either. I think she's more focused on uploads, giving some history with bringing those videos back on with Kendall St. Charles. And I think that she's, developing her online community, because I think that she has shown that she is not so much about divestment, it's about women leveling up and being their best selves, you know. And when it comes to a partner, you know, it should be the best person, because I believe that the dude that she's dating now is melanated. He's a multimillionaire, but he's melanated. You know, 6 figures, as she says. But I think he's more than 6 figures, because she's more than 6 figures. Oh, get that. Did y'all get that thing out of here? Thank you. I was like, get that thing out of here. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm in StreamYards and I can't delete it in StreamYards. I can't delete them in StreamYards, but we've been on here for over an hour tonight, you guys. Woo! The time just goes. Well, especially when you're on here talking about, you know, this situation with Tasha. I think that, yeah, a lot of people are going to be eating, you know, off of Tasha for a few days, you know, giving their commentary and everything in regards to it. Me, you know, I'm just doing it in my live streams. I'm not fixing to upload no special video to talk about what's going on with Tasha. I'm too busy trying to build my own damn channel, trying to finish the books that I'm writing, you know, trying to build my own damn website. You see what I'm saying? You know, so what's going on with Tasha? You know, yeah, we're going to talk about it. If any more stuff comes up, we will talk about it. But I don't need to talk about Tasha to eat, because at this particular point, YouTube is not my main source of income. And even if I'm able to, even when I bring it up to what I want it to be, you know, I'm still going to have other streams of income. You know, I'm over here trying to figure out, you know, some more creative things that I can do. You know, like tomorrow night, I will be in rehearsal for the next movie I'm going to be in. Yeah, you know, your girl DC is over here doing acting and everything too. So, you know, with that being said, you know, talking about what's going on with another YouTuber, yes, it is something I want to talk about tonight. And, you know, I'm going to, you know, follow the story, because it's news, and it has an impact on, you know, how all of us go about creating content. Yeah, I'm in the arts, girl. I'm definitely an artsy chick. Definitely. You know, speaking of the arts, y'all gonna start to see more art. You're gonna start to see me doing some painting and some other stuff. My spoken word that was supposed to go up yesterday, y'all, I fell asleep. I fell asleep when I was supposed to be editing the video, and so I didn't have time to do it today, because, you know, I have a job, you know, in corporate America. So I will get that done. It will be out by tomorrow. I may do it. I will probably finish it tonight, but I probably will not release it until tomorrow, you know, just because it'll be the middle of the night by that point. But I will see you guys again in real time on Friday. But between now and then, I will start to schedule. I will at least schedule out like a couple, like my morning live for my birthday and my evening live for my birthday, and I might have a lunchtime live too on my birthday. I don't know. We'll see how we feel, you know, about how much I want to get on here on my birthday. Anyway, I am about to get out of here. Let me find my outro. I will see you guys on, I don't know where my son is. I think he went upstairs. I will see you guys on Friday. Until then, I offer you guys peace and blessings. Woo, yeah, I need to get my nails done, y'all. Whoo, Saturday's coming. Saturday's coming. Mail day, mail day. I'll see y'all on Friday. Peace. Let me get this over here. There we go. Well, guys, that's it for tonight's Not So Random Chat. But I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out. Peace.